You are listening to Speaking of Wellness. I'm your host, Janelle Alberton. My guest today is Edward Eways, born and raised in Port Chester.
That's it.
And how do you say it?
It's 2 words. Port Chester, New York.
Chester.
2.5, 3 miles long, I think, but it looks like a little city.
Yeah, it's cool. I've been there many times. But now you work in New Rochelle, and
there 10 years, and it's been a wonderful 10 years, and everybody there has been really great to me. And then I have the whole second life of the speaking and all the other stuff. So it's been a great balance for the last several years. Yes.
Very cool. Yeah. So we've been talking a little bit about politics, but I want to steer back into this framework of the motivational speaking that you do, the real core things that you say to promote unity, to bring people together, to encourage the youth. You were talking about passion, first of all.
Right.
Secondly, it was about being informed.
Yeah, research. Passion.
Passion first.
Yep, passion first. You have to research.
Do your research.
Understand what you're doing. Give people a concept and a project they can embrace as their own. Mm-hmm. It can't be about you. It's got to be about everyone, because the unity that comes with that, people will come together naturally. The problem, you see.
And then persistence was the third. Passion.
Yep.
Passion, being informed, and then being persistent.
Or pesty and polite.
Pesty and polite.
Exactly.
We've got our list of P's developing.
List of P's.
And those 3 points are the main points that in your talks that you give.
Yes, I tell people
to motivate your listeners to do what?
Exactly. I tell people basically the first thing, like we went back to. I tell people what are you passionate about? What is something in your mind or something in your heart that not only do you believe in, do you want other people to believe in and embrace? Mm-hmm. And then people will say, you'd be surprised if you let people tell you how they feel about things, and you just sit back and listen. Listening is important. You have to learn to listen to people. And I had to learn that because I could just go on. So I had to learn to take a step back and listen to what people care about.
Learn a lot listening.
And learn a lot about human behavior. Then, you have to give people, you have to say to people, hey, give people something that everyone can embrace. Not somebody I'm just not for that. That's why we always throw out unity or empowerment or stay in school or drug awareness. Who's against these things? But underneath those concepts, it brings people together.
It does.
And we live in a world now where technology divides each other. Everybody's in their phone all the time. Mm-hmm. Everybody's so busy. The human contact, in a sense, has been depleted. Mm-hmm. And I think with what we did and what I try to promote is to bring that human contact back together. Because naturally we're supposed to connect, as people. There's nothing wrong with technology.
Humans are made for connection.
Exactly. So there's no genius thing to this. It's a matter of what you're putting off and how you're passionate about what you believe in. And are you willing to step out and be that voice to say, this is what I stand for, this is what I believe in, this is what I want to put together. I want to bring everyone together. I want to empower the community. Who's with me? Mm.
So it sounds like I can see you standing up on the stage in a high school auditorium, giving this message and inspiring kids to really think about what do they care about to enough. What are they passionate about enough to risk rejection?
Rejection
to
is
risk
always
embarrassment.
Going to be there. It's always going to be there.
To risk being teased and made fun of or bullied, but that they're willing to stand on this and say, I really believe in this.
Yes, and obviously, and bullying is obviously, we have no place for bullying, of course, and being teased. A lot of people that want to tease and make fun, and usually those people are not doing anything. So they want to try to
teasing is, and that's kids. There can be a fine line between the two.
That's kids. But rejection is a part of life.
Yeah.
You have to fail to succeed. Mm-hmm. So you can't be afraid of failure, because failure sometimes gives you the great learning experiences. And then when you succeed, it's even better.
Oh, yes.
Because you went through all that grind, all that toughness, all that.
Makes you stronger.
Absolutely. And then you stand up there and you said, it was a hard fight, but we all came together. Look what we created. And creativity.
Grit.
grit and creativity. People are amazed by creativity. We all have creative ability.
That's great.
We just have to tap into it.
So if you could get a group of kids together here in Westchester County, from wherever,
Mhm.
to motivate them to do something, what would that something be?
Well, first off, you have to know the group of kids and what they care about, right?
Sure.
So what we did with, our projects, we knew that sports, everybody loves sports.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were developing those sporting events, before I got into speaking and the things we do now, we said, this is this great event that's going to be televised, that you're going to meet all these wonderful people that you would normally meet in a daily life.
Mm-hmm.
To be a part of that, I want to see you do really good in school. I want to see you, it was a carrot to give them motivation. And then they were a part of it. Mom, look at me on television. Mom, look at me a part of this event.
That's
Now
cool.
they're a part of some, and then they're meeting political people, they're meeting celebrities, now they're networking with people that they would never have before.
Yeah, it's opening a whole new world.
And that was the idea. That's how we framed those events, because it wasn't just a basketball game or a unity march or a drug awareness commercial or a stay in school. It was something to give them confidence in themselves, to boost up their feeling of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
to look, I'm relevant. I am somebody. I'm a part of something bigger than myself.
Yes.
And behind that is the encouragement, do your good in school. What do you want to do? Be a productive citizen, and you'll be a part of this too.
Right. So
And
that's
that's-
leadership development, self-esteem development, all
All
those
of it
things.
wrapped up in one.
That's terrific. So I can see why you got all those accolades.
Yeah, that's
Give folks your YouTube channel so they can take a look and see what you're doing.
well, the YouTube channel is under my name. It's Edward Eways, and the last name is Eways. We chronicle all the projects, all the stuff is there, and it's great. The technology, we talk about technology. The good things of technology is you can chronicle these things that showed so many people that were inspired and so many people that were a part of these things.
Absolutely.
And then, Edward Eways on Facebook and Edward Eways on Instagram. Very easy.
Very
And
good.
it's
Eways, E-W.
AYS.
AYS. So what is your next project?
I've always wanted to write a book.
Good.
And I have put it off.
I was gonna say, like, you've got the framework for one already.
Well, thank you. And I've been talking about this for years, and it was like, you keep talking about it, but it's something, there's a goal, it's something that I've been wanting to do for so long, and it takes about 2 years to do, and more. But it has really been a wonderful accomplishment to do something.
Check in with
like
us
that.
in about 6 months. Check in with us
All right.
and we'll see how the book is
All
coming
right, well,
along.
hopefully it's more than just one page.
That's great. So we've got a few minutes left. I want to take this time to just put out a few things. If you'd like to get on the email list for the weekly blast that goes out, you can email to hello@westchestercountypost.com. I send out a blast every week with offers like the one I have here on the Facebook page, to text your last name to DeNapoli Stone Mill and show up later that evening and have a $25 gift certificate, valid towards order of 2 entrees. So that's fun. And then I'm also, some of you may know, I don't know if you know, Edward obviously knows, I'm also a professional jazz singer.
Great jazz singer, by the way.
Thank you. Which is how we met. He was at my gig last week. I had a pop-up gig, some of you may know, on Thursday night. My friend Dan Schnapp sent me a text Thursday afternoon. He said, "Hey, are you free this evening? Can you come sing with us at J House?" I said, "Sure." So I dropped everything and I ran up there. And that's when I met Edward, and we started talking, and because I always like to mix and mingle with the guests and see if I have any requests. And he was telling me he does motivational speaking. So I said, "Great, I can fit you in on the show this Tuesday." So he's from Port Chester, I'm from California, we met in Greenwich, and now here we are in New Rochelle. Kind of crazy, but that's the way it goes. On this Saturday, I'll be in New Jersey at Martini Grill. You can find the website martininj.com. It's in New Jersey. It's only like 50 miles away. Across the bridge, toll is like $2.30, but there's another way you can get across, I think, not pay toll.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Martini Grill in Woodridge, New Jersey. I will be there with the wonderful Nick Masters. He's on keyboard, and we'll be there from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. this Saturday at Martini Grill. And Chef Yusuf is amazing. He's an amazing chef, and he just bought this restaurant a few months ago.
Nice.
It's been there for almost 20 years,
Wonderful.
but it's a great place. They've got live music, support venues that support live music. And then on the 28th, Friday the 28th, I will be at Toscana with a jazz trio. Toscana in Tuckahoe. So,
Great place.
You know that?
Yes,
you know the
I do,
place?
yeah. Go see Janelle at Toscana.
It'll be fun. It'll be
Very good
fun.
place, yeah.
I know New Jersey sounds far away. But
Go see her in New
easy-
Jersey.
It's easier to get to Woodridge than to
Then to
a lot of
yeah, absolutely.
places
yeah.
in Manhattan and so
Right.
forth. And the parking is great. It's much easier parking. Anyway, so I just want to put that out. And there are other live venues happening around. So if you go again to westchestercountypost.com and look under arts and entertainment, there are some things happening there. And I'm asking for some of my artist friends to share their links. So there's that. It's going to be fun. So February 28th, Friday, 6 to 9. This coming Saturday is from 7 to 11 p.m. in New Jersey at Martini Grill. So that's it.
Thank you, Janelle. This has been a
Thank
great
you
experience.
so much.
Wonderful show you have, and
Thank you.
what you promote is so valuable.
Thank you. Feel free to join my group, and everyone watching
Sure.
the streaming. I've just recently opened up a Facebook group called Speaking of Wellness, and I'll be sharing links to other helpful stuff. I've really been investigating different types of meditation lately, and actually doing it, and really starting to see some of the benefits of it. And I highly recommend that. So that's it for us today. Thank you so much to Anthony Sorvolini, Edward Eways,
Thank you, Janelle.
to Debbie behind the glass. I'm Janelle Albritton. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll talk to you next week.
Janelle, I tried my best. I just can't
You
go.
did
So
great.
yeah, the political
Yeah,
thing.
you
I
did
got.